Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lex if you're new here, and I would absolutely love it if you could comment, share, subscribe, do anything you can to boost these videos. Of course, if you like them. If you don't like them, I ain't asking you to do anything that you're not feeling. But if you like these videos, if you like my personality, if you like any part of this, I would love it if you could do that. I am a new channel, and obviously that means I'm trying to get my feet off the ground. Today, we are going to be talking here about Love is Blind, episodes 3 and 4. I'm just going to do them both in one because it's easier, and I think it's good to just get us caught up to 4. That's all I watched until. So if by any chance this happens to be my video that blows up, okay, please don't put spoilers in the comments for episode 5. I actually have not watched it at the time of filming. So please do not put spoilers, okay? Thank you so much. So we will begin here, and there was one engagement at the end of last episode that I did not talk about, and it was Amy and Johnny. They did get engaged at the end of episode 3, so that is just one thing to put out there. So far on the engagement count, we have 1 as of the end of episode 2. I'm sorry. So in episode 3, we have Jeremy and Sarah. We begin with them, and they have a conversation about basically how Sarah is conservative. Like, sis straight out the gate was like, I'm conservative, okay? I am conservative. I'm anti-abortion. She was not mincing words. She wanted Jeremy to know, I'm conservative. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think Jeremy's conservative. I didn't get that point of view. I couldn't tell though if he was for like TV, because as I said, I think these people are hyper conscious now that they are on TV and they will get dragged. But I couldn't tell if for TV he was saying, oh, I think women should have a right to their body. I, as a man, am not going to say anything, or if that's truly because it's what he believes. Couldn't really tell there, but I do think that Jeremy was like, okay, all right. Sarah, obviously she didn't want to say too much either, but she definitely spoke about being anti-abortion. So we go to Brittany and Kenneth, and he proposes to her. Like, Kenneth proposes to Brittany. For me, I still, at this point in my notes, I was not sure. I'm still not sure about these two. At the time, I was not sure if she would also be feeling that he is black. I'm presuming, I don't know, because Kenneth, to me, like, he does have, like, I don't know. I feel like I would say now that I could tell that he's black because I'm looking at him, but I don't know that I would actually be able to tell that he was black if I was not looking at his face. But they do get engaged, and I'm just not sure about these two, though. If I'm being honest, I think they're gonna be good friends. I don't know about relationship partners. They do have a little bit of a talk about race, and when they are coming out to meet, she's like, he identifies as a black man, but I'm not worried. And I'm just concerned about the family. She gives also conservative, if I'm being honest. She gives very conservative. Remember, she's the one that said that she wants to be led by a man. Okay, she wants her man to take the lead. So I'm just concerned about it. And also, they're both really young. Kenneth's 25 and she's actually 24. So I don't know. I don't want to wish bad on anybody's relationship, but these two, it definitely concerns me because I'm just not sure it's gonna be flowing the way it needs to flow. But they do get engaged, so our engagement count is 2. Then we have Jess and Jimmy. So Jimmy talks about, they have a conversation, and Jimmy talks about not looking for other women on Instagram. Jess talks about how if she's with a guy, she doesn't want to see that he's avidly seeking out other women, looking at other women. It's fine if it's like it comes across on the timeline, but she doesn't want to see your search results being other women, which, you know what? I know that people gonna be like, that's crazy, but like, be for real. You know you wouldn't want to see your man looking up other women. I would not want to see my man his search results all be in other women, I would definitely feel some type of way. So I will say this. I think Jess is overbearing. Like, we can clearly see a pattern here where Jimmy is really, I think, starting to feel that Jess is very overbearing, that Jess is kind of type A. And again, I think Jess is just very no nonsense. Like, having a daughter, all of that, I really think has made Jess into a very no-nonsense person. Whereas I definitely feel like Jimmy is looking for a little bit more fun. I do think he's a serious guy. And as I said, he does come off mature to me. But I think Jessica is literally intimidating him. Like, I think from the kid stuff onward, I think Jimmy has just been incredibly intimidated by Jessica. Excuse me. So we have Trevor and Chelsea. So Trevor and Chelsea have this like awkward conversation where Trevor is like professing his feelings for her. He is like, I love you. Like, he literally says, I love you to her. And she's like on the floor about to vomit. And Trevor's like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Like, are you good? And I just put down, she's not choosing him. Like, I do not think she's choosing him. It was clear that she was not feeling the same way. I think Trevor is very solid in the way he feels. And I think that that Chelsea is just simply not there yet. And so basically she doesn't say it back. Like, it's very awkward. And then she's like, well, I'll see you tomorrow, and walks out of the room. And I felt bad for Trevor in that moment because, as I said, you know, he definitely seems like a nice guy. He had kind of a rough and tumble start for me, but he has turned out to seemingly be a really nice guy. I just obviously think Chelsea's heart is not necessarily all the way with him. So we have Clay and AD. So Clay is still talking about how he wants to be better for AD. He's still kind of talking about how he wants to be a better man. He's not perfect, but he does want to be better for her. And I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. Any man that I've ever seen that does this song and dance on these reality shows, even IRL, girl, even off the TV, any man that's been like, I want to be better for you, I'm going to be better for you. Oh, starting today, because I met you, I'm turning over a new leaf. It never goes that way. I'm not saying that a man cannot change for the woman that he loves. Settle down, make strides, but it's not a one-day thing. Those blow-ups are not going to magically stop because, oh, now I'm with AD, I got her, I love her. No. And if I'm being honest, some of the things that AD alluded to makes it sound like she also gets like that. And just something really is telling me that these two are going to be butting heads in the name of love. I don't see a harmonious and happy relationship between these two, but Clay does start reading the Bible. He does bring out the Bible. He starts to use that to profess his feelings for her. And then Clay actually proposes. Clay does propose to AD. So these two are also engaged. And I'll just leave that there for right now. So we do have Brittany and Kenneth, and they have their reveal. Sorry guys, I'm trying to like scroll my notes. It's like stuck. My keyboard's not working for some reason. Okay, but Brittany and Kenneth, they see each other. They have their reveal, and I got friend vibes. Now, excuse me. Brittany does say in her confessional that she finds Kenneth handsome. So that is great. That is good. That is amazing that she finds him handsome. But I got friend vibes. I think that they are really good friends. I think that they'll laugh a lot, giggle, smile. It gives me a lot of tease from the previous season of The Ultimatum, where it was Micah and that black guy whose name I can't remember now. I get the same vibe off of those. Not Micah. I'm sorry. The blonde girl and that black guy. I cannot, for the life of me, remember either one of these people's names. But it gives me tease of that couple where they were great friends and people thought they were in love. And for me, I was like, no, these two are friends, but I don't think that in the long term they would want to marry one another. And I'm sorry, but I'm still not convinced that Brittany wants to marry, that Brittany's going to marry this black man. Like, I'm just going to say straight, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that Brittany is going to want to marry this black man, because she said she's fine with it. But I believe she had said that other people, she had made some kind of commentary about other people. She doesn't really care, even though if other people have their viewpoints, she doesn't care. But I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. I think these two are good friends. That's what I'm getting. And that's good. And I mean, you could think someone's handsome, but still not think they're your partner. So that's what I get off of Brittany and Kenneth. So we do have Jimmy and Jess as well that have another deep conversation. In this conversation, Jess reads a letter to her future husband. And it's like, you can see the whole time that Jimmy is like, I am not feeling this. Like, I'm not feeling this. 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 And so I think that now Jess is fed up. Jess is fed up at this point. And she basically starts to call out Jimmy for beating around the bush. She's like, you know what? I really want you, and you don't seem to want me in the same way. And that's okay. But at the end of the day, I know what I want. She literally goes off. Jess actually freaks out. She's literally like, you're going to need your EpiPen to open your throat up because you're going to choke when you realize what you lost. And I know everybody's going to probably be like, oh my God, damn girl, mic drop. But I'm not going to hold you. That was a red flag. Red flag on the play about Jessica. Red flag on the play about Jessica. You're telling people on live TV that they gonna choke. And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be honest. At least from what we watched on the TV show. Now, I know they have other conversations in the pods that are not recorded, but at least from what we watched on the show, nothing that Jimmy did gave an indicator to me that he really wanted to be with Jessica. Like, I'm sorry, but nothing that man was doing gave any form of indicator to me that he wanted to be with her. I mean, literally, we saw their conversations and he was giving like one-word fucking answers. So I'm gonna be honest. I think that these two were not a match. They were not compatible. I think that it really hit the fan, though, for Jimmy with the kid. I'm sorry. I think once she revealed that she had a kid, Jimmy was out that door. Jimmy was out that door. Let me tell you, Jimmy was like, absolutely the hell not. I am out. So I think that from then onward, I think Jimmy has been trying to figure out how to end it with Jessica, but does not necessarily like Jessica. So that is basically where we're at with those two. Sorry, y'all. My cats are fighting over there. Like, they're having like a full-blown fight. That's why I'm looking that way. Anyway, and then we have Jimmy and Chelsea. So Jimmy tells Chelsea that he loves her. And Chelsea, like, almost vomits. Like, Chelsea is clearly the hot commodity of the season, I guess. We always have that one girl. Last season, it was Johnny that, like, everybody wanted for whatever reason. But Chelsea is clearly that. I think multiple people want Chelsea. And Chelsea just almost vomits. And she's really, like, she doesn't know what to say. Like, she just literally has no idea what to say. So now we go back to the lounge, and this is where the girls are all kind of crowding around Jess, and they're basically telling Jess to leave because Jimmy is not her man. She is sobbing and distraught. And one of the girls, the blonde girl, I can't remember her name for the life of me, but that blonde girl, she's like, he's not your man, girl. He's not your man. Trust me. He's not your man. Trust me. Like, she keeps saying that, and Jess is like, what do you mean though? Like what do you mean he's not my man? Like what does that mean? And she's like, trust me. Just trust me. He's not your man. So I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I was very confused because she made it sound like she had insider info, but I think she was just trying to, like, you know, when like people have intuition, basically, like me too. I be getting my intuition, but sometimes I don't be telling people because I know they're gonna be like, how do you know? And I'm like, I just know. But I think it was sort of like that, where she's like, just her intuition knew this is not her man, and just definitely should leave. Like I said, Jessica needs to leave the freaking show. So Jimmy and Jess have their final conversation. Jess is still mad that he's not being more upfront about his feelings. And basically Jimmy breaks up with Jess. Like, Jimmy ends it because he wants to be with Chelsea. Like, period. He breaks up with Jess. Jessica is pissed. She is pissed. And as I stated, she says that, you know, you're going to need your EpiPen to open up your airways because you'll choke once you realize what you missed out on. Jessica is very hurt. Her ego is extremely bruised. And from day one, I've said this. I do not think that Jessica should be here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to discriminate against her because she's a single mom. I'm not trying to say single moms can't do this show. But at the end of the day, you have a younger daughter that is 10 years old. Why aren't you being her mom? Why are you on a TV dating show? Like, I'm sorry, but like, why are you on a TV dating show? And then after said TV dating show is over, you're going to have to literally live with another man, or they're going to have to do the experiment a non-traditional way. And it's like, either way, there's a problem. This is crazy. Like, to me, this is crazy. Like, why is Jessica here? Like, just go on Match or something. I don't know. But like, on a TV, on a Netflix dating show or a marriage show, and then you're acting like this, telling this man he's gonna choke? Yeah, red flag on the play, red flag on the play. My last point here, this is gonna be very quick actually, because I feel like these two episodes, a lot happened, but also a lot didn't happen. And remember, this is just 3 and 4. But last thing, AD and Clay, they do meet. They also have their reveal, and AD is smitten. AD cannot stop laughing, cannot stop giggling. This is her type of man. Like I said, I'm sure that most of the men she's dated are tall, look like Clay. AD smitten. This is the man, her ideal man. Okay? Ideal man. I can't really get a read on Clay, but Clay, to me, is one of those men that tries to smooth talk you and overcompensate because he's a shithead. Like, he's like, oh yeah, baby. Damn, baby. Oh my God, baby. You looking so good. Baby, baby, baby. This man said baby 50 times in one sentence. Baby, damn, baby, you looking good. You looking fine. I still can't get a read on if he actually finds her attractive, but he did mention that she got a nice ass. And she did mention that she got nice lips. So there's that, I guess. So he is at least initially attracted, but whether or not he actually wants to be in a relationship with her is TBD. But that's it. That is it, y'all. That is literally all that happened in episodes 3 and 4. I am ready to see what the next 2 episodes pan out to. And yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching. Please share, like, comment, subscribe, all the things that you do on YouTube. Please, to boost this video, I know you're watching, so please, it takes like 30 seconds to just throw me a like, you know. But thank you for watching. Bye.